Hello friends, welcome back to another session of Docker. So in our next session we are done with how to write Dockerfile part 2. In that one we have seen how we can expose the server port number of a Docker and how to install a Tomcat in that in your Docker container, and how to start that one and how to expose the port number. And along with that we have seen how we can do the mapping of container server port number with the container port. Okay, so we have done with this one. Some question also we have covered, like what is the use of expose command, how to bind the container with the container server, and how to and what is the difference between P, upper P and lower P. We have seen all these in our last session. So in this session we will try to deploy a web application, Java web application. We will try to deploy in our container. Okay, fine. For that one, what we need to have one web application first. We need to have a web application. So I have already created one war file. Just simple servlet application only. That is just a simple servlet application. My web app.jar. My web app.jar. Sorry, I think this is a jar file, but we need a var. Var is, what is different between jar and var? Jar is a Java standalone application, but that can be a fat jar also. Embedded Tomcat can be there in that. So we need a var file. Here if you see, I will show you what we have to do. My web app var, we need one var file. Let me grab that one. Yeah, okay, so I taken that. So this is my web app var. This var file is there. Even this hello.java Docker file is not required. You can delete it. Not required. And what is this Tomcat user file? What is this Tomcat user file? This is a user. Just we are defining some user. Tomcat user password. One admin GUI, admin and admin. Another one is a Tomcat and Tomcat manager, manage GUI. Two users. One user. Two users and two roles we have added here. That's it. Okay. So this file also we are going to add into our container Tomcat. Okay. So the very first step, we have to write our Docker file with these steps. So we have already one Docker file. I am just going to replace this Docker file with the new one. That's it. Now you can see here maintainer, that is okay. You can give any other any email ID, who is the owner of this Docker file. You can give that name. From I am giving my server 1.0. What is my server 1.0? Is there any image? Is there any image with name my server 1.0? Go and check. Is there any image? Is there any image? Yeah, my server 1.01 is there, and this is what is containing in this one. In this image already Tomcat is installed. We have seen in our last session. In our last session we have created one image from the Docker file with the Docker with the Tomcat server, and from this image we have created we have created two containers, and both containers we have binded with container port with server port, and we accessed through the browser also. So we have done all these steps in our last session. So I'm using this image. Can I do that one? Or else what I have to do, I have to write from the scratch. What we have to write from scratch? So this is the existing code. So far till this run command, what we are doing, if I delete this these two lines, so what I am doing so far, I am grabbing Ubuntu 22.4, then I am doing I am writing my owner information, then system update, then installing JDK, Java I am installing, then I am downloading Tomcat, and then Tomcat I am installing, and then this is the Tomcat installation at a proper location. After that one, what I was doing, I am simply running this command. So this is what I was doing, exposing port, and this was I was doing. So either I can do from here like this much, and I can ignore this one. That's it. So similar only. That's it. Is it the correct one? Yes, that's it. Simply after that one, what I can do, we have moved. After that one, what I can do, I am moving my var file to tomcat.webapp. Then I am adding Tomcat user also, and then I am exposing the port number, and I am running the Tomcat server. I am doing this one. This is the one step that I am doing. Or else what I can do, I can ignore the above steps. I can ignore these steps, because these steps already I have done in one image. I can give that image name. So I can directly give here from my server 1.0 something, and label that whatever you want to give, you can give. So that's why simply what I am doing here, I am using the existing image. In that image we already have installed Java and Tomcat is running. So we can use that same image, and in the same image I can deploy my web application, and then I am exposing, and then I am running the Tomcat. That's it. It makes sense? Code is less and we are reusing our existing image. Okay, so I hope you understand this syntaxes. From which image? The image we already have. My server 1.0, one image we already have. If you have taken some different name, you give that name, and then just simply I am copying what my web app var. Where is my web app var? This is my web app var. In this one, simple application we have created, simple servlet application, just servlet application, servlet and HTML basic application we have created using Java. In Java I am using servlet and HTML to create a sample application. That application's var I have created, and I can deploy this var to any of the Java based Tomcat's servlet container. Any servlet container I can deploy this application. So currently our servlet container is what? Servlet container is Tomcat. I want to deploy this file in Tomcat. Okay, and along with that I am giving my users details also. Okay, that's it. Fine. So what can I do here? Simply I can save this file and open. Yeah, I think we are on current directory. If I give here ls, it is telling Dockerfile is there, my web app var is there, Tomcat file is there. Okay, then Dockerfile is there. So this is the content of Dockerfile. So simply what I can do now, I can build. So how to build? Tell me. how can you build the image? So simple, docker image build, or docker build, then you can do that also. Docker image build, okay, image build, image name you can give, and you want to give the image name, you can give my app, my app, simply you can give my, or my web app, my web app 1.0 something. Let me see what name I have given. Build my web app 1.0, exactly, my web app 1.0, whatever the name, this is the name of your image, you can give my web app 1.0 from the current directory. You take from current directory, and docker image name is Dockerfile, Dockerfile name is Dockerfile only. So press enter, it's doing, and it successfully has done. What successfully done? First it is from docker io.library my server, from local it is taking, yeah, it is there, so it is loaded. Then it is transferring content, all the content is transferring to this image. Then my web app it is copying, then copying user.xml file. After that one it is exporting image, that's it, done. Now see how many images are there. Total 3 images are there, my web app is there. So from my web app, can you create a container now? Can you create a container? Yes, you can create a container. So let's create a container first. So docker container run, and you have to give container. You can give I want to run in detached mode, okay. I want to give the name of container, you can give the name of container like my web app con, that's it, cont, my web app container. And what is the image name? And one more thing, in this container, your application will be listening. One Tomcat is there, so definitely you have to export the port also. You have to export the port also, like 5050 mapping with 8080, that's it. And then you have to give image name, my web app 1.0. so it's done, it's running in detached mode. Let's see how many container is running, how many containers are running, let's see. So there is one container that is up from 8 seconds, and it is running on 5050, and 5050 port is redirected to 8080 of the container. So go to browser, localhost, type here 5050. So this is the Tomcat. Now this is the Tomcat. In this Tomcat you have an application. So what is that application? Context path. You have to give that context path also. What is that context path? How can you see? One is you have to log into manager app. And you can see. So for to log into manager app, you need to have a username, password, but it is not taking. Okay, something file thing is copied, then it should not be doing like that. Okay, other than that, I have already given the port The context path is my web. That's it. That is the context path, my web. But it is not working. Why? Some problem. It's not available. Let's see. We are running with the port also. Docker run. You can create also. Access the web application 56530. Okay, so can you verify whether it is there or not? Is it copied or not? How can you verify? First you have to attach to that container. Okay, so how will you do? Docker exec interactive mode container id. What is the container id? This is the container id, and then bin bash. So it's there now. How many directories? So where you copied? Clear this once. So where you, in which directory you copied? You copied the my web app var under opt tomcat web apps, under opt tomcat web apps. Okay, so go to opt, go to tomcat, go to web apps. Yes, web apps is there. Now see how many are there. My web app dot var is there. Yes, my web app dot var is there. But it is not taking. Okay, and if you see, config file also should be there. cd dot come back. Where is the config? Yes, config is there. config config conf under config. If you see, tomcat user is there. So can you see the content of tomcat user? Yes, tomcat users dot xml. Yes, it's there. Admin, and tomcat is there. Admin, it's there. Then why it is not taking that one? What could be the reason? Exit from here and clear it. Process status. Okay, my web app image is my web app. Okay, so 5050 is routed to 50508080. Correct only. Correct. My web app. Okay, I think it is my web app. I have given wrongly, maybe. This is my web app. Access my web, not my web. It is my web app. Context path is my web app. So you are accessing. See, you are accessing. Hello, welcome to Tech Hub. This is Docker course and this is a sample web application. That's it. Okay, so this is your application that we have deployed. Okay, fine. Or else what we can do, if you don't want to use existing image, you want to do from scratch, you can do that also. What is the changes then? this is your actual, this is your actual from scratch you are doing, like from scratch, nothing but from the Ubuntu server image you are doing directly. There is just Ubuntu operating system is there. On top of that one you are installing Java, then you are installing Tomcat. That's it, that you are doing here. Okay, next what you want to do, you want to copy the var file. Yes, you can do that one. I'm copying the var file, then I'm copying the Tomcat also, Tomcat user. Yes, you can do that also, and then you are running this one. So this is also fine. If you want to do in this way, you can do that one. What I will do, I will just stop this server. I will stop this server, and I will delete this all server first. Okay, docker remove forcefully, just enter all the, or else the other option is there. How will you see the port number, the container ID of all? You can do that also. Currently I am not doing. Copy, paste, copy, paste. Done. Now there is no container, and if you see the image, docker images, how many images are there? My web app, all images are there. I want to delete all images. Docker image, remove this image, sorry, copy, and paste it. So it's removed. Now there is no image, no container. Clear it. Clear. Okay, now what I'm doing, I am creating another image from Ubuntu 22.04, and then I am installing Java 17, then I am installing Tomcat, then I am deploying my application and user file. That's it. So how can I create this image? Docker image build with name my web app, my web app. That's it, my web app, and 1.0. this is the name and tag, and dot, you have to take it from the existing one. That's it. It is doing, it is building. First it is taking Ubuntu, everything it is doing from Ubuntu image. Now we have created. Okay, now see how many images are there. One image there. So from this image I want to create container. So far we have seen how we are creating container. Docker container, container, container run, but run command does some more operations. I don't want run. I just want to build my container. So that's why docker container create, simple. Docker container create command also you can give here. Docker container create, port number also you can specify, and name of the container and image. That's it. So docker container create, and port number you specify some port number 7000 something. Okay, 7070, map to 8080. Okay, And what is the name of container? Name of container, what you want to give? I want to give my web app server, my web app server, and image is my web app 1.0. that's it. Now container is created. Container is not started at this time, just created the container. Okay, because we are giving container create, not container run. Okay, let's see how many containers are there. Only one container. And what is the status of that? What is the status of that container? The status of that container is created, just created, not running, not exited. No, exited means what? Exited means started, stopped. That is the meaning of exited. But we have just created that container, so that's why status is created. Okay, now I want to run this container. So how can you do it? Docker container start, and you have to give the container id. Docker container start, container started in background. Now you see up. So what you can do, 7070, copy, go to port 7070. At 7070 it is there. Sorry, what happened? 7070, but okay, this should not be comma here. Yes, it's there. Okay. So like that we can deploy our web application in the container. Okay. Yes. Okay, so how many questions we have done in today's lab? Can you summarize those? Okay, so the first one is we have not done any other new command in the Dockerfile. Just we have copy. We have already seen this is a just copy command. This is copying. We are copying our var file to this one. The next we have seen what is the difference between the question is sorry 44. How to create the container? How to create the container but not start, but not start. How to create the container but do not start. Do not start. I don't want to start, I want to just create the container. So that is docker container container docker container and create. Then you have to give here container name, if it is required, name of container and p port, like that is just an in container port and server port, and image name, then tag. That's only what we are doing. Docker container create, port, name and my web app and this one. Okay, this one only we have done. But difference between container run and create, you know now, you can very well you can see. Okay, so this is the this is the point that we have seen how to deploy a web application on the container Tomcat server. Okay, in the next session we will deploy a fat jar. What is fat jar? Fat jar is nothing but a Spring Boot web application that will have an embedded Tomcat. We will see that one in our next session. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.